It is always going to do this, isn't it? It's always going to... I always have to adjust that bar. Alright. We should be, like, ready to go into the fort? Yeah, the rear entrance. There's wolves. Were the wolves here last time? I don't remember the wolves were here last time. Did we actually fight any wolves yet? I don't remember, so we'll find these to be safe.
I'll finish this first. Let's go! Hey, come on! I wish I had power like that.
I'd forget about it if I were you.
Try to set up my YouTube mobile and was just freaking out for a second. All right, let's go in. Oh yeah, the fort's like falling apart when we were
Looks
here.
like there are demons inside as well. Don't tell me, Eisen. You're the source of demon blight?
Nope. It's just our bad luck to be around when it's spread. This is what it means to walk with the Reaper. You've only yourselves to blame.
Full-Saxon.
It works in our favor. The enemy won't be capable of an organized response.
And we're a small group. Our mobility will be an advantage in the chaos.
So, Eisen, how do we open the sea gate?
The controls ought to be located in the upper part of the gate. We'll activate them and then send a signal.
Got it. To the top of the gate, then.
Like these monsters just get like for the
They were nothing. I'll finish this now.
How are you doing, Saki-san? Anything new recently that I have not heard about yet?
Well then, let's move on.
I forgot about the penguin a bit.
Not worth it.
Wait, kill those people! See this?
That reminds me, something about a game I found today / bit late last night. Been thinking about playing. Looks like you get a full like 2-hour playthrough, especially if you're someone who talks a lot. That I might play as a horror game. It's called Bird Watching, and it involves like, you know, you're on top of a mountain as the bottom of the mountain's like in flames, and you have only birds keep you company. And one day, you get a message about someone telling you to meet you at the bottom of the mountain.
Not all the ships left.
And
Battleship. Not good.
and
Fortress with a
one of your
sea
bird
gate that
buddies
blocks the
tells you
entire
don't go
strait.
down there, and
It's
suddenly
crazy
they
what
can
the Abbey
talk.
can build.
It's a very interesting game.
Until recently, I might not have believed it possible.
It's no sweat if you're using Malachim as tools.
If Malachim can be made a blade to fell demons, they can also be made a hammer to forge metal.
It's another way the Abbey and the Kingdom show their dominance to the people. It says, do not resist, submit.
It's disgusting is what it is.
Disgusting.
Agreed.
I wonder if they changed the water. I don't remember the water being like this quick last time. Oh, DJ, that water got places to be. Yeah, you're in Venice? I mean, true, I've been in Venice before. I do like the design of everything, though. The one thing I love about the Tales game is, like, the background. Like, so, for example, we can see we have to go up there. And then we see all the way up here. We can see up there, which is a place we can go to. Like, and then above us is technically a boss fight that's later on. But also, how you doing, DJ? How you doing? And I just love when you see games like Tales, Final Fantasy, you get this like huge background scene of everything. And it just feels so much alive, so detailed. You see like future paths you have to go on. But at the same time, like, this doesn't take much to like render in for my game, right? Because we are like loading in pieces by pieces, like, because we go to like short little maps. Like, it's so great. Because like we see all the way over there where the stones are, you know? Like, we can get such great designs, and you don't have to sacrifice your PC to chug along just to survive. It's why like optimization is so important for video games. Like, if a video game is not optimized correctly, you're going to lose a lot of people for it. Hell, Helldivers went from like 100 gigabytes to 15 gigabytes. If they can do that, you can optimize your game. It's going to take time, but boy, will it make people happy. Just knocks him out. Straight up. Looked like he was running from something, but we don't know.
This door should lead.
Oh, DJ, how did the rest of your stream go? What was it last night? Or I think the night previous with Shum. Because I know you two were streaming a game together. Yeah, sometimes the punches are so satisfying.
Intruders! How dare you set foot in our domain?
Oh, he's back up again.
Where's the key?
I am a proud knight of Midgand. I'm not about to yield to
Paper
the
Mario
likes
was so
of
fun. The game
petty
was sick. We made it to a
demons.
session as basically Paper Mario Nexus. Beautiful.
There's nothing I hate more than someone else
Hey,
trying to control
DJ,
the direction
that's just
of my
hinting
life.
at the, you know, a few episodes now, someone's gonna redeem, you
My
know,
wheel is
Paper
mine to
Nexus,
hold.
you know, Paper Mario as
If
a
I'm
character.
not the one steering the ship, then I'm not truly alive.
The one steering.
Indeed, and my entire life is devoted to the defense of this fortress.
Then you better be ready to accept all that happens to you in the line of duty.
Rock Hawk.
Maybe
Is it 'cause
it's
Shun
time
wants to
we
make a
find
Hawk to a
out
joke?
just how deep your devotion truly goes. Take it easy. There's 9 more.
This is
quarters
like
to
so
go.
hardcore. Like, he literally, like, broke or dislocated a finger.
It's in the control room.
Like,
Through there.
I get we're supposed to,
One more
we're
question.
kind of like the bad guys
Which
here
way to
and
the
everything.
match?
But like, if you think about it for a moment, like, he just straight up break this guy's finger, and he's like, "You got 9 more to go. We can be here all day if
Got
you
it.
want." And he gets a second punch for his trouble by Eisen.
Well, thank you for handling that.
It just comes naturally.
Straight up
We
showing
need
a
that
kid how to
key,
torture someone.
But we also need to take out the battleship before it sails against the Von Eltia.
He's right. The control room or the
Eisen
docks?
is really cool.
Which will it be?
One of my favorite things is that he's like a very much history nerd, though he is sometimes wrong about like
Okay.
history. Okay, so
You know, you're pretty good with your fists, Eisen.
Not as good as you are with your swords.
I feel like I've seen a lot of your crew with swords. Do you really never use them yourself?
I remember this.
No, not with the Reaper's curse, I don't. It likes to rear its head at the worst times. I've broken blades just by unsheathing them, and once, just as I was about to deliver a finishing blow, my blade separated from the hilt and went flying. That sort of thing. A sword isn't something I can rely upon when my life is at stake. I fight using only my own body. That's one less thing that can go wrong.
It's too bad you're not a swordsman. I bet we could have had a hell of a fight.
I wouldn't need a sword to make it interesting. What do you say? Want to try your sword against my curse?
Sure, if the right time comes. Just don't whine when
I love how these two have like such a
You
little
took
rivalry.
the words right out of my mouth.
Like, he just wants to fight.
Well, here's where the real show starts. Do we have a plan, First Mate?
The fortress guards are almost all ordinary soldiers. Just a handful of exorcists to deal with.
They went to the trouble to build this huge gate. You'd think they'd keep it better defended.
You don't need an army of exorcists to keep a bunch of disorganized pirates under control, do you?
As long as they're fighting ordinary humans, the Royal Army would
Also, like,
suffice.
another point
So a
is
few
that it's a huge
exorcists
fucking
as
gate.
officers
Like,
is all they need.
it's
was
really
built as a
hard to
symbol of
like
the
take a
Empire.
fort like this.
But it seems Artorias is the one
Like,
really
you
giving
could just
the
block
orders.
off a few
The
doors
Abbey
and like
directs
hold the
security and
defense for
defense,
weeks.
and Imperial
Pirates are gonna give up by
soldiers are under
then.
Exorcist command.
We aim for the exorcists then. The harder they are, the more fun it'll be.
Ready to bust some heads?
I'd rather cut them, actually.
I love that. Ready to bust some heads? I'd rather cut them, actually. So we have to get over there. What's this? Okay, so we're gonna try every door one at a time. That's not the way we came. But it goes to another location. Okay. I know a lot of these like areas like loop back again, just so you can like get around much quicker. Alright. Was this the way we came? Yes. Okay, what? I'm getting myself mixed up here, is what's going on. Okay. Get yourself situated, Suki. Oh, okay. I think we have to, like, go around and come back. Okay. Yeah, because that's where we need to go, straight across there. So we'll come up this way. Check out those side doors. $680 gold. Where do you go? Where the fuck do you go? Oh, can we not go to you is the thing?
Lovely. A fallen boulder. They're not much for maintenance around here.
Too bad we'd never be able to smash through it. If it weren't for bad luck, we wouldn't have any luck at all.
I suppose.
We still have to get through here somehow. Let's see if we can find some way to move the rock.
Okay, yeah, so we do have to come through here eventually. I remember there's like a lot of backtracking on this map. It's been such a long time since I played it, but I definitely remember backtracking a lot. And then getting lost.
Not worth my time.
Unarmed? Hardly. These are deadly weapons.
Now we'll go down this way. There's so many doors to go through. It's easy to get lost here. was like, is he gonna come at me or not?
They were nothing.
I blame the Reaper's curse. I mean, that's what literally they're doing here is like, hey, Aizen, it's your fault this is going on.
I'll finish this thing.
You won't get any pity or compassion from me.
Okay. Don't go in there just yet, Suki. Okay. Yep. And then we enter from the back door.
This seems to be the place. Let's split up and look for the key.
We'll search the other room.
This is where they found a compass, and she's like, you can have the compass or hold the compass.
Aha! Found it. Don't get so worked up over a little thing like that. It's proof you're alive.
The bump is?
No, I'm talking about the pain.
But I'm scared of pain.
Well, kid, who isn't?
Even you?
Anyway, boys sure are fascinated by the weirdest things.
It's true.
Fascinated?
We are fascinated by the weirdest things.
You like this, right?
I don't really know.
Give a guy a Hot Wheels car, and they'll be excited for like 2 hours. Easy.
After I saw one in a book, I got a little curious about it, and I felt...
You felt excited, didn't you?
Yeah. I guess so. Do you know why the needle points north? Who figured out how to make it work? I thought that if I had one of these, maybe I could go on adventures. It's exciting.
When you feel that way, you should talk about it. About what you like and dislike. If you're happy or scared. After all, you're alive.
I'm alive.
That's just my opinion, though. Not an order. Got that?
Understood.
You found it? Now we can get that gate open.
We needed a compass too. Nice work.
There, his eyes are finally like bright,
Thank
are getting
you.
bright up. I think there's like one more level he has to get, but they're
Now
like
to
bright.
take care of that ship.
Right. To the docks.
What's wrong? Are you not feeling well?
My compass fell on my head and gave me a bump.
Let me take a look. Oh, wow, yeah, that's a big one. Bet that must hurt.
Yeah, but at least I'm still alive.
Are you saying that pain is proof that you're really alive?
That's what Velvet told me.
Well, don't worry. I'll just push your bump back down, you'll be good as new.
Wait, what?
I'm just messing with you. Don't sweat it.
Stop fooling around, you two. We have to hurry.
Oh yeah, Matt Angley didn't come with us. I was like, why is it so
Once we
quiet?
get
And I
back
forgot
to
she
the
didn't
ship,
come with us.
Just borrow some sugar and rub it on your bump. It'll make the swelling go down.
Oh, okay.
I promise I won't get mad if you talk.
Okay.
Thank goodness she didn't.
You're awfully fond of that, aren't you? Still, you should keep it in your bag for now.
I'll put it in my bag.
Good. You know, that's a nice bag. It looks made to last.
It's Moritz silk.
I've never heard of Moritz silk.
It's a fine fabric woven from the threads of the Dandarantula spider. It's got a delicate sheen, it's soft as a baby's skin.
Dude, like, this is
it's
moments where
light,
Aizen's just being a big
stretchable,
nerd.
It breathes, and it's quite durable. But that's not all. Its most fantastic quality is how it absorbs impact.
My, but you're quite the scholar.
Knowledge and experience help you sniff out the best treasure. If you go and stuff every single scrap of plunder you find into your ship, she'll keel over.
That does make sense.
What I'm getting at is, your bag is the best place for you to keep that compass stored.
Keep that thing safe. We need it. All right?
All right.
Okay, yeah. We skipped technically a thing here because the door's unlocked. I was just like, wait, I want to go get the treasure. Now we go... I think across the roof because we hit that rock.
I'll finish this now. Not even worth my time.
I think we go... Hold on, I'm a bit lost here. I actually need to think, like, wait a second. Where do we go? I know we come back this way. Wait a sec. No. Wrong way. We go this way. And here we go. Yeah, so this way's clear now. Okay, yeah. I'm remembering where to go. He makes really big fucking hops. Bunny hops. I suppose you could call them bunny hops.
How do you plan to stop the battleship?
It's equipped with large cannons. The plan is to use their gunpowder against them.
That sounds like it'll work.
Not worth my time.
Your style is really unique.
Oh, we see the Exorcist.
An exorcist praetor?
The docks are up ahead. Like it or not, we're coming through.
Hey, wait! Are you intruders? I suppose it doesn't matter.
Hey, wait, are you
I will
intruders?
cut down any who consort with demons. Face the fury
Oh,
of the
yeah.
Rangetsu sword style.
Because we learned that his brother's in, like, the country.
Stand aside, Eisen.
No, you stay back. I'll take care of this one.
Sorry. This prey is mine. Get in my way and I'll kill you too.
Driller Glory.
We're running out of time. You folks handle the ship.
Careful, Rokuro. He's...
I know. He's holding back.
Let's go.
Where did you learn the Rangetsu style?
I studied directly under the Legate Shigure of the Abbey.
Lies. He'd never take on a student. Let me guess. He taught you a few things one time when he was super bored, and then crushed you with them.
When an inflatable penguin strapped to his back. Yeah.
Is it done, Eisen?
We're set. It also serves as a good signal for the Von Eltia.
That was about the saddest practice I've ever had. But at least I learned where he is.
Having it like zoom in on the eye with the patch is
The
hilarious.
Abbey's my goal now too. Now I can do what I have to do and repay my debt at the same time.
Is that your doing?
What? Is there a problem?
No.
I assume he cut up the body.
A fine companion for the Reaper.
You know what? I need to ask something for Patty. Like next time.
Everything's ready. Let's
Next
get
time
our
he's
gate on.
in for Berseria stream, because like I wonder if like Towson like looked at like he's gonna voice character name the Reaper. And I was like, I want this. I want this job.
I do. What of it?
Have you heard the name Kushiyamada? I hear they're smiths with some connection to House Rangetsu.
Yeah, they're a distant relation, a clan of kitchen knife makers. Why, are you interested in cooking?
No, I just heard they were fine blades. Thought one would make a good gift.
Don't. Kushiyamada knives are cursed.
Hmm?
The blades themselves are excellent, but they give whoever holds one the urge to strike out at anyone and everyone. I've heard they use the blood of women they love in making their blades, but the truth is a mystery. The clan died out after they all turned on each other. The blades were all supposed to be melted down into slag.
I suppose that's why talk of them is hard to come by these days.
Such is the fate of House Rangetsu. Or maybe it's just in our blood.
Sounds like there's even more to your clan than the rumors say.
Better than there being less, I suppose.
So you know what's the thing? Oh, somewhere then got a weird update. Yes, it did, Pat. Oh, Patty, are you here for our update for like the fashion that we did for everyone? Velvet's still, you know, the pirate. We gave Laphicet, you know, bunny ears, a pocket watch, and then his fairy tale costume because it comes with a free rabbit tail, and then so we went with that. Then we gave him like a really droopy front hairstyle with a little ponytail. Rangatsu, we took off the jacket, so he's just a sleeveless version. we gave him a pirate's eye patch and, of course, the penguin. And then Eisen, we put him in his teacher's outfit because I really love the like modern day suit style on him. And then we slicked back his hair because it reminds me of Wesker from Resident Evil. Oh, but Patty, do you? There's a costume BGM. I didn't know there was costume BGMs. But do you think Towson looked at the that he was going to be voicing a character called the Reaper? He was like, I want this job. I want this character. Oh, what was I going to say? It was something about history of Japanese weapons. Oh, yeah. One thing I always find very interesting, if you actually look at like how people always talk about like Japan was very much like a katana-based society, is kind of really wrong. Like, yes, you know, samurai did have katanas and everything, but they were much more like horseback and just like standing archers. It's why they wore the armor they did, especially the huge shoulder pads, so it would give protection for like the arrows to like bounce off. Because, you know, you'd be sideways, you know, when you shoot it, you know, shoot a bow. That's why their armor's the way it is. It's not for like sword fighting. It's for arrows. Not that they also did use katanas, but katanas were notorious to break because, you know, the smithing quality was not as good as it was like for the Middle Ages, like in Europe, which they had larger amounts of steel, iron, things like that, and the, you know, being able to smith much easier. Sorry, type saying good costume changes. On the relics of Japan, the scratch player sword that is in a katana, yeah. Also, there was like, it was like a lot of farmers that would base. That's why Oda was like considered like a genius at the time, was because he got a bunch of farmers, gave them pretty much long spears like pikemen, and just told them hold it out as the horses come, or hold it out as the samurai charge in, and he would win a lot of battles like against like trained soldiers by teaching farmers how to use pikes, because it was great at keeping people away from you. Okay, so we go there, okay.
All right, it's open.
Ship
What
blew
was
up.
that?
It's the Von Eltia telling us they're approaching. Hurry!
All right. We'll pop the gate open for her. Quickly.
All right. Quickly.
Alright, quickly. Okay, there's that chasing. You can see like where we traveled. I forgot that we had to get on the very, very top of the gate. Get some wine.
So, this opens the gate.
One side, yes. The gate has 2 giant doors side by side.
Also, I don't know why,
Matching
Patty, when you
levers
like
that
you said
open
Alice in
each makes
Wonderland,
sense.
I was thinking Alice in Borderlands, and I was just thinking to me like, wow, like yeah, Alice in Borderlands did get a weird update in the sense of a live action, but I was like, I did not know you watched that.
All right, let's find the other device.
Oh, we came in through here. We had to climb up and round. That's right, Suki. Actually, funny enough, Alice in Borderlands did get like a sequel, like short chapters. It was very, I don't know how to put it, different. It was not my cup of tea. Like I get it where it was going with, but like I was like, if you're gonna do something, at least do like something really cool with it. God, I like how we see the zoom out, like the treasure chests, platforms. I don't know.
Open.
Let's meet up with the Von Eltia. Back to the docks.
Don't know if Patty's still listening too. I don't know why, but like for some reason, like the weekend doesn't feel like the weekend to me right now. Like I know tomorrow is Lancer, but for some reason my mind's like, oh yeah, it's 2 or 3 days to Lancer, and I don't know why. I feel like my week's all in a mix up because I'm like, yeah, you know, Lancer's not, you know, tomorrow. It's gonna be like in 2 or 3 days from now.
I can't let you do that. This is my... This is my fortress!
Bobby said it's not paying attention. Bobby said it's gonna be dead as fuck in a moment. That was true. So what is what is the plan for tomorrow? Here we go.
On to battle.
Demon God again.
I call this an improvement.
Bobby said, I need you to do stuff. Okay, there you go. Thank you. Talking about gatekeeping, I love that. I remember this. All the monsters. He's looking for the compass. I can see
The
it.
docks are swarming with demons. The Von Eltia will be overrun. Rats, we don't have long.
Eisen, can you signal for them to go through without stopping?
That'd keep them safe. But what about us?
We'll jump down onto it as it goes past. Is there another option? Eisen, give some kind of sign.
There's no need. The Von Eltia will sail through.
Without an order?
It was part of my plan. Welcome to the Ifried Way.
I love like the smirk as he turns away. Like,
It's coming at full speed.
Let's get a move on then.
I forget that we get like a whole video here, which was amazing because like we get spoiled with Tales of Our Eyes, but like this is like one like the 3 or 4 times I think in Berseria.
Will this really work?
Do you want the Reaper's reassurance?
Like I love these 4; they're so great.
Wait, what are you? Don't scare me like that.
I'm sorry. Yes! Nailed it! You're lucky Mommy Lou's around.
Let's go.
Love that. Now we're on our way to the capital. I think next.
Nicely done!
You're not going to thank your savior for her crafty cannonballing?
Are you nuts? I told you to stay away from the cannons, not bang on them.
But it was fun! And everything worked out, right? I'm sorry.
If it's that important to you, keep it safe. You wouldn't want to lose it again.
Such a big fucking compass. She is a
Give
prom
it. I
child.
need to set a course. Fine. You read it for me then.
Yeah.
Like how Aizen's like, I can't hit a
Now
child.
listen, kid. Give me one false reading and you're shark bait.
Better work hard.
Like they're all teasing him here.
What's Laffy said?
It's a name. Your name.
My name? Laffy said.
It's a fine name.
Well, it's no Magilou.
We're through the channel. Give us a course, Laphicet.
Aye, aye, sir. We're headed straight for Logres.
I like to imagine he didn't know where Logos was in the moment. He just pointed to a random direction, and later on he's like, Aizen, we actually have to go. We guys actually go that way.
Now this is refreshing. Sailing into port like normal people.
Well done, boy. The sharks are gonna go hungry tonight. Yes, I'm glad.
Yes,
This
I'm
won't be
glad.
a problem. Docking a pirate ship here?
So, how were the northern seas, Aizen?
Helavis and Vortigern are in ruins. Trade with Northgand will likely be disrupted for quite some time.
Well, I like the sound of that. I'll have to act quickly.
Any word of the captain?
Aye. It's an old rumor. But they say Captain Ifrid was sent to Titania.
Titania,
The
which
island
was
prison
the...
overseen by the exorcists, huh?
But we already know he's going.
We'll have to look into that.
I registered your vessel as one of our merchantmen, same as always. But even so, stay on guard. There's a grand ceremony being held in Logres. Lots of watchful eyes about.
I see. So they exchange information for mooring.
Information. For mooring?
Having the latest news gives merchants a chance to make favorable trades.
So it's worth protecting a pirate.
I bet Aizen and his crew have connections like this in nearly every port.
Not even the Abbey's iron decrees can withstand the force known as human greed.
I see.
Don't bother going to Titania. You won't find Ifrid there.
And how do you know that?
Because I escaped from there. And before I did, I heard something from the prisoners. They said Ifrid was the only prisoner to ever get out alive. And that he was taken by an old exorcist.
Yeah, that's like some
named
really good
Melchior.
information there to get the eyes
Lord
in.
Melchior is an elder legate at the Abbey. He should always be present at the headquarters.
Don't call him Lord.
Von Ifrid's our captain. It's starting to look like his disappearance has connections with the highest levels of the Abbey.
Their headquarters should be in the capital, right?
Yes, at the Royal Villa in Logres. I've never been there, though.
And Velvet, your business is with a man in the capital.
This is where everything gets tied together. Like, we all are going to the
Same
capital.
place.
I won't apologize for involving you.
Usually I'm the one who says that.
Such a fun little found family that they have. Hello, Seagull. You're lucky I can't throw you into the water. 'Cause I would.
By the way, there's the little matter of your ship. My men brought her through the gate as well. We're going to use her as a scouting vessel.
Do what you want. We stole it in the first place.
What did the seagulls do?
A scouting vessel.
Eat people's
I've
food
assigned
when they're trying to
Henrik
eat it.
He'll give you the details.
Alright, we're gonna go back to you.
Eisen told us to come see you. What's all this about a scouting ship?
We're going to explore the outer seas. Oh, let me explain. Beyond the reaches of our kingdom lie vast, open oceans we call the outer seas.
And you're going to explore them? What for?
To make a map of the whole world, of course.
A map of the whole world.
That's right. Ifrid's pirates have many ambitions, one of which is the creation of a complete map describing the whole world. In fact, the Von Eltius already sailed all the way to the far continent for that very reason.
That's amazing.
You guys sure dream big.
I still
You know,
don't get it.
it might be good to send our ship
me
as the
neither.
scouting ship just
A
because
map
of
of a bunch of
the
places
Reaper's
nobody
curse.
cares about?
Maybe you could.
Big deal.
Hello, Cousin Matt. It could escape the
Well,
Reaper's
regardless,
curse.
If we're going to find anything in the vast waters, we'll need a lot of luck. We'd like to borrow some of
Also,
yours.
Cousin Matt,
And just
just
how
because
you
I
plan
know
on
I
doing
said to
that?
Patty a bit
I want
ago,
you to use
but
your
I don't know
good
why.
instincts to tell
But
us
for
where to
me,
look.
this whole
In
week, like,
exchange,
I
the Von
know
Eltia will
tomorrow
be
is
at
Sunday
your
and tomorrow
service.
is the answer,
And you can
but
keep
like,
anything we
I
find
just,
in our
it's just for
explorations.
some reason, it's just
You'll
like,
be
yeah,
able
oh
to
yeah,
assign us new orders
it's
from
not,
any
it's not
location
tomorrow, it's 2 or
by
3
using
days
a
from
kind
now,
of
and I
messenger
just
bird
can't
called a
figure it out
self-jet.
why.
Who knows? We might even come across some good treasure. Or maybe some rare food. Or brand new recipes.
I forget that we get a lot of recipes via the boat.
That's a lot of treasure you could find.
Doesn't sound bad to me. It won't take much of our time, and besides, it could be interesting.
You're right. Okay, as long as I'm not responsible for how things turn out, I guess I can help.
All right. Then I'll tell you what you need to know.
Yep, expedition.
Scout ship setting sail.
I forget the tutorial is like 5 seconds, so I think it's usually 30 minutes.
Take a look at this.
Yeah, the jumping forward is gonna be not great for all of us. Here we go,
So
30
now
minutes.
we just wait for news.
The great thing about the 30 minutes
Who
thing
knows
is that
what
it
we'll
goes
find?
go
A
on when the game
sunken
is not
ship
played.
full of
So if you
treasure,
come
maybe?
back next time after
Underwater
playing the game
ruins?
for a day,
Desert
it will
islands?
finish.
New shipping lanes, perhaps.
Some fish would be enough for me, especially if they sell well.
My thoughts exactly. Tuna or yellowtail or sturgeon.
What can I use the dried fish for? Okay, can be sold at shops. Okay. Unlock area, special materials. Okay. I remember you. You do like little can blue. I don't even want to know how to say those names. I forget you get like different like items. Yeah, these are clothes sets. All the fun. I don't know what that is. Hourglass. Don't know what that is. Some items. Noise canceling headphones, elf ears, round glasses, sunglasses, angry glasses. Danger Junior, don't know what that is. It's like supposed to be somewhere right. Oh, there we go. Right there.
The wind's kicking and the tide's flowing, and we're stuck here.
Then why not just set sail?
Not going to happen. The Abbey hasn't given us permission yet.
And we would need their permission, why?
The kingdom keeps a strict watch on harbors and sea routes. It's like they've erected walls and gates in the sea.
Aha. Midgand is spread across a number of islands. The sea is the
Telling
only
me
way
I'm trying to
get
slap
from
together
one
this thing
place
before
to
bed.
another. If they can control the ships,
Oh, how did the
they can control the flow
slideshow
of
go?
people, goods,
I
and even information.
love that
Exactly.
you had to explain what a
They
town
even
bicycle
created that
was.
fortress
I
for
thought
the
that was
guard to help them do
hilarious.
just that.
It's restrictive, but it's also
I'm
necessary.
getting near the end of
Demons
this.
are out at sea too.
Wait,
and
wrong.
exorcists are the only ones who can stand against them.
Even still,
I'm gonna do
it
a
rubs me the
caramel
wrong way.
corn whiskey
A
next.
sea dog obeys nothing but the winds and the waves.
When do we get our turn to listen to it? I want to see the finished project. Unless you taped it. You'll experience it, but yes, but we get to hear your point of view. I'm glad. Did it go over very well? What are some of the highlights or quotes that were given? It feels like there should be something behind here. Breadcrumbs, I'll take them. Potato. You should reach Friday group or weenies. Yeah.
Crabs are amazing, right?
Oh yeah! They're delicious boiled or grilled. Even their innards are yummy. And 5 sets of legs. That's so many!
That's all true. But what really makes them amazing is their miraculous ability to regenerate. They can detach their own legs when a predator attacks, which lets them get away.
It's called autotomy.
And then, not long after they detach their leg, a new one grows from the stump.
Really? So you're saying we need to catch lots of crabs, then scare them so they detach their own legs?
That's exactly what I'm saying, bro. We can harvest as much as we like. No one's thought of this before. We're geniuses.
Huh. I never knew that. I thought only lizards could regrow a lost body part, and only their tails.
Lizards. Do you think Dial's tail can grow back?
If it does, we could make a killing by selling dial tails.
Would they be tasty?
No idea.
Ugh, no way.
I like how they thought about it for a moment. Like, would Dial, who's a crewmate, tail taste tasty?
Have you heard? Marcus and his pirates were taken out by the Royal Navy.
So, he even got Marcus's crew now.
Of the 4 pirate kings who terrorized Midgand, only Ifrid and his crew remain.
Aren't the seas still swarming with pirates?
Only small fry that rob small civilian ships on the sly. But the only pirates left that can pick a fight with the Royal Navy and win are Ifrid and his crew.
In other words, the only ship left that's truly free is the Von Eltia.
I think that's something I like
You
that
really seem to like these
always like
pirates.
stuck in my head
He
about
may
like
be
Pirates
crooked,
of the
but money's
Caribbean
not all he's
was
after.
that like
If profit was his only desire, He could have made more.
What was it? It was like the world didn't get smaller. There's just more things in it now. Like as time went by, like more islands were discovered. You know, more like populations, towns brought up. There was more privateers. Royal navies got bigger. Like the world of pirates was like very steadily coming to an end. And it's very crazy because like it went on for like hundreds of years in different parts of the world, but then like one by one, it all like came to an end. Also, I love the little lighthouse. Love the tiny little lighthouse. I've seen tiny lighthouses which are only 2 or 3 stories tall, but being able to go up Barnegat Light, which is like a, what was it, God, like 100 and something foot tower of a lighthouse was very nice. God, we really knocked out the fort in 1 hour? Hammer Blade's on sale, but it's not great. This is where I do the upgrading part of the session, which is always a treat, I say painfully. It's very interesting when you have like Saku agreeing if someone's being a weenie. That just like tells you something. like tells you like something is wrong here. Not that room. That is the. This is the inn.
I've heard there's a prison island somewhere where they keep the worst of the worst, but it's a hard tale to swallow.
It's true.
And the rumors that hundreds of demons are in prison there?
That's true.
People say that no one has ever escaped from there alive.
That one's a lie. After all, we're here.
Wait, you don't mean...
Keep your mouth shut. Otherwise, you'll fare worse than
We're the
anyone on
ones
that
that
island.
told him that we came
Yes,
from
sir.
there.
I didn't hear a thing.
Like, that was us being stupid. We were just like, yep, we escaped from the prison island. Oh wait. Did I miss the treasure chest all the way up there? More money. I imagine I was telling her to shut up. I mean, I can see that.
Powerful demon. Its danger level has been classified as Code Red.
Understood. I'll notify the Abbey we have a Code Red demon in our midst. Send out an emergency alert to the neighboring areas.
Right.
With wild demons this close to the capital, the Abbey must have had its hands full.
Eisen, what did he mean by a Code Red demon?
It's like a most wanted list for demons. From the latest I've heard, there's around 10 such demons across the territories.
I think it's like Roku's like side quests. So one thing that they explained with the remastered is that it's easier to find people's side quests.
You wouldn't want to face one unprepared.
Then we'd best be prepared.
Let's get going. While we're wasting time here, the Abbey is digging in.
Because like each of them have like their own little side quests, and like the thing about like the original Tales of Berseria was, unless like you discovered the next part, a quest would never update. It's like Roku's was like, oh, you fought this, class red demon, and didn't tell you where to find like the next step or when to find the next step. So it was just like, it seemed like his side quest was done. Meanwhile, like Lofty Sets was like, it was all done in one setting of like, go here, go here, go here, grab this, grab this, grab this, and it was done. You know, you were able to complete Lofty Sets, which was like making this elixir. But like for everyone else's like side quest, like unique side quest, which has like a CG and a special skill or some item they get, you don't know what they are. Some of them they don't unlock like near like the like final quarter of the game. But it was like one of the things that they said for the remaster. They made it easier to track side quests, or when you can, I guess, like next do them. I don't know if that is true, but we will see, because
you said you heard about Ifrid on the
I would like to do
prison
those side
island, right?
quests because I wasn't sure when or where to go.
Legate named Melchior took him away. I don't know anything beyond that.
Neither do I. What about you, Magilu?
Word is he was taken away about a year ago. Caused quite a stir, if I remember right. Everything about him was kept a tight secret. No one even knew what cell he was in.
Ifrid is an ordinary human, right?
Yeah. He doesn't have the abilities of an exorcist, and he isn't a demon either.
Weird. I mean, if they were just trying to bust up his gang, why capture him but leave the crew free?
If not his gang, what business does the Abbey have with him then?
We've cast our nets wide and can't come up with any explanation. We'll free him, though. His place is on the sea with us.
And you're convinced he's still alive?
They wouldn't have any problems killing a pirate who caused them trouble.
If the Abbey took him alive and for questioning, it means he has something they really want.
But he isn't the type to change his ways or bend his knee on anyone's orders.
He holds his own tiller.
Precisely.
Obviously, let's try to get into these conversations. How good.
Why did you come back to us?
I love how they're like, why come with us?
Something awful.
We didn't. At all.
And what about your search for this traitor?
He slipped away yet again. I've no clue where he ran off to.
You're a witch. Can't you use a spell or something?
My spellcraft works kind of like a three-legged race. It simply requires my backstabbing, slippery accomplice.
Like a con artist needs an accomplice.
I am not a con artist.
I'm not going to help you find your traitor, you know.
How cold! Such an icy stare could freeze fire!
And you don't have anyone else?
I have heavily debated,
no.
after like starting to play
home to
Remastered,
return
to like
Nope.
take some of Magalu's
Trade other than
skits
magic?
for Lancer,
Nope.
but I was like,
What
I
is
think
it,
that'd be too
Lofty
much.
Magilu's story made my chest feel funny. And my nose is runny.
The witch has no friends, no home, and no purpose. I think what you're feeling is pity.
I debated like taking some of
It's when you feel
Magalu's like
sorrow for someone
antics
I
and
pity Magilu.
using it for Valeria for Lancer, but I feel like it might be a bit too much.
Onward to Logris.
Wait, you're coming too?
I mean, there is inspiration for Lady Valeria. One of her biggest inspirations is actually, funny enough, Uma. That's why I try to take some of the grandiose speeches I do with Valeria and just like, you know what? Make a 5-sentence sentence become a 50-word sentence. Alright, we gotta fight some of these enemies because we're gonna complete this bestiary. We're gonna fight the axe beast. And I will just beat up a bird.
Blade of Heaven's will pierce my enemies.
We're finished here. Let's go.
Anything we see for the first time, we gotta fight just to fill out the bestiary, and then we give it.
Not even worth my time.
He's a different different wolf? I don't think so, but let's check.
My time.
Nope, they're not.
I can't even call that a fight.
Okay, look, okay. Velvet gained a cooking level. How nice. Alright. Grab that. I don't think this is the way to go, but let's double check. It is not good, good, good. Oh, it needs 95. Okay. We'll be back for you, Cat's Box, in just probably a minute, really. Getting 4 should not be difficult. I wonder what the first game was that had like enemies on like the field, because I know it took a while for like Pokemon to do it, where you can see what Pokemon's out on the field. I wonder what was the like first game to do it though.
Wow. Those walls. They're so huge.
That's Logris, the capital of the Empire. They keep demons out by enclosing the city within a great wall.
Humanity has achieved great things on the backs of slave Malakim.
Why the surprise, Laphicet? You've been here before, right?
I have. But back then, I was not who I am now.
I see. Tethered Malakim aren't even allowed the freedom to observe their surroundings.
We'll soon lose such freedom ourselves.
Huh?
We've reached the heart of the Empire, and of the Abbey. Soldiers and exorcists are stationed all around. This is no place for a collection of villains like us.
I'm not looking for a place. All I need to find is Artorias. That's it.
Also, I know, Mel, as Doc says, I won't punch, Dr. Montees, but I'm definitely punching him. Or Tommy.
These are deadly weapons.
If I find that guy first, oh, see that guy right there. I am punching that guy, just because it was one of my optional objectives. And because I don't think she can beat me in a straight up fight. You just need one more soul. Yep, there we go, and then we'll run back and grab that Cat's Box. Preferring. I swear I saw something out of the corner of my eye, and I looked, but I didn't see anything.
Not worth my time.
I won't improve by fighting weaklings.
I'm surprised we juked that wolf right there. Not gonna lie. Or right there as well. I know for, this is for Cousin Bad and Patty. The next time you guys come up for, PAX Unplugged, I'm gonna make sure I get you you guys go to either those Alessandro's or Angelo's. I gotta make sure you guys eat there at least once. I mean, there's not really sitting places you get to eat on the go, but you know, we'll make it work. So my favorite cheesesteak place is D'Alessandro's, but Angelo's is kind of like if someone was like visiting the city and you had to give them a recommendation on where to go for like the best cheesesteak, most places would say Angelo's. It's not my favorite place, but it's like kind of like I would say it's like probably like the city's best place, you know, to go. And I was just thinking to myself like, because I know I'm going all in. I'm going all in for PAX Unplugged. I'm gonna go in with you guys. Like, okay, I'll go for the full trip. I won't go just for the full day. So, yeah. So I was like, you know what? I'll make sure they do hit like 1 or 2 good local places. Yeah, it's just so funny because every time we go into the city, me and Sakura are doing other things. Though I have taken Saku to my favorite local concert place. There's this place we actually went by it once. I pointed out to I think you guys on the one night was Johnny Bravo's. No, Johnny Brenda's. Sorry, it's a restaurant on the first floor, but the second and third floor is for like local concerts, and they have like a concert like every night of different bands. And it's like one of my favorite things to go for like an after dinner thing, because you'll just go get like cheap drinks, and then just watch like 2 or 3 local bands. And sometimes some of them are really good. Me and Saku saw a really good like trio band. Like the one was kind of like the first one was experimental, but the next 2 were just like straight up great rock bands. Yeah, it's like if you want to go and catch like the local scene for like Philly bands, Johnny Brennan's is the place to go. And by the beginning of the month, they usually post the whole month schedule of who's going to be there, so you can pick and choose. They'll do tribute bands, they'll do jazz nights, they'll do like country nights, so you can check like, hey, oh, Johnny Brennan has like 2 country tribute bands. Okay, let's go there. Or like, hey, they got 3 punk bands playing tonight. Let's go see it. I picked a night where it was like 3 rock bands like playing back to back to back, and the one was like called Honey Badger. Was pretty fucking awesome. They did like a slideshow playing them as their background, and it was like Animal Crossing characters like dancing to the music and stuff like that. It was so fucking fun. Yeah, get there early because like it's 2 stories. So there's the ground floor with the band, then there's the upper balcony part, and in the corner of the upper balcony is like a booth seat that you can see down onto there, and you just have this large booth. So if you don't want to stand, you can just sit in the booth, drink, chat, and just watch the band that's down below from like a nice like bird's eye view. It's really fun. It's where me and her sat, because I was like, hey, we gotta get here early because I want to grab this booth before anyone else.
Take a look at this.
Ooh, tuna and soy sauce.
This recipe looks real tasty.
Fresh fish pirate platter.
Scout ship setting.
Hold on, let me cook here. I think that'll be my job for like this like the next time PAX Unplugged rolls around, is like pick 1 or 2 places to go to eat. Also, if we're lucky, we might be able to go to like some of the places that recently got a Michelin star, because 1 or 2 of the places are not really expensive. So like we could like get a really nice like fucking top hat. That's what I put my eyes in before. Nah, we're not gonna do that. We might be able to go to, like, what was it, Friday, Saturday, Sunday? Which got recently a Michelin star as one or two other places. I'll eat the rum shop every day, but I'd love to expand my horizons. It's that is still something I jokingly gripe all the time, because I do understand, because for Ashes, like, you know, there's like certain restrictions, but I was like offering different places to go, because like for me, like if I want to grab a breakfast sandwich, Riding Market Square is where I go, because there's some great fucking sandwiches. Otherwise, a place by me is called The Bridge, and it's like a really nice coffee shop. It's actually like one of the places that me and Saku go like pretty religiously whenever like she's up by me, because we're like, oh, let's go get coffee, and they'll have like really large like breakfast sandwiches that are $5, and I'm talking like it's the breakfast sandwich itself is enough to fill you up for the day. And there will not be a repeat of Gene Gorge, so hell yeah, more cool food, fun food. And I was like, that's one of the places to go. But then I remember like Ashes like picked Nifty 50s, and I was so bitter for like 2 or 3 days. I was just like so like you know you want to go to a breakfast place in Philly, you pick a chain restaurant. They opened up a new Nifty 50s actually by me, which is actually a bit nice, because like the old one that was by me actually burned down in a fire, and like I don't have to actually drive like 20 minutes to go to one now. I can just like drive like 5 minutes and get to one now. Yeah, it's a chain up this way. The first one was like I think the first one burned down, which is the one that I knew.
Black coat. Show me your documentation.
You, the black coat. I forgot that like.
Well,
eyes in
your
flipping
travel
the
permit
coin.
from the Abbey. Where is it?
Foolish girl, how many times have I told you? A magician's apprentice must wear
I love
a pleasant
Maggie's theme.
grin.
Magician.
Verily, I present to you the traveling troupe of mischievous misfits known across the land as...
I like how the kids sit down for this.
Entertainment for the ceremony?
Why, yes, indeed we are, my dear. Please pardon my uncouth apprentice. Girl, allay the good man's fears and show him the dove trick you've spent all these weeks on. Go to...
Huh? Oh, sorry.
You have a good night, Pat. Yeah, there's like
I
a few
forgot to
people.
prepare.
A few people that like get up early in the morning. I know you have to get up in the morning. I know Sakura's to get up in the morning. Probably because of Matt as well.
Flying around would be a nuisance.
No, this will not...
We can't change our hair until we get her as a character. But you guys have a good night. Well, Patty, you have a good night. I love this. Acts like a dove.
Cool.
I like how the guys turn away. Like they're just embarrassed for her. Alright, you have a good night, cousin Matt. I probably won't be going too much longer. Probably another 30-40 minutes. Just because I had to get a late start tonight because I worked last night and then this morning, and then by the time I got home it was dinner time, and I was like, you know what? Finished dinner and then like had to like get right into the stream.
As you say.
That was a fine ploy, Magilu.
Well, don't expect tricks like that every day. Coo. Oh, that murderous gaze! Coo.
Those doves were amazing.
And they really enjoyed it from what I remember. They got a little
Just
bit
a crude
tipsy
trick.
as too.
If anything, it just shows the capital's defenses are pathetic.
I like how you
More like it
asked
shows
him a
how much
question as he's going to
confidence they have
bed.
in those defenses. How many soldiers are here, Laphicet?
The number of exorcists in the capital? At least 1,000. And 2 divisions of guards.
I'd expect no less from the capital. They're not careless. They're covered.
We need transit documents.
See how the citizens smile?
Poor
To think
Patty.
they were fleeing from demons just a few years ago.
To hold an observance
I
of
was
this
just
scale
disappointed
shows just how
because like
much
the
peace their powers
the
brought.
first club we were gonna go, well not club, well comedy club that was supposed to be, they did serve drinks, but the second one didn't serve drinks. You had to kind of like bring your own beer. I was kind of disappointed because I was like I was gonna have to definitely have 2 or 3 drinks if we're gonna listen to a comedy club.
Now Prince Percival is the one ruling Midgand. He's the crown prince.
The crown prince? What happened to the king?
The king is in good health, but he's decided to withdraw from public
The
life.
king is so dead.
And leave the kingdom to Prince Percival. He declared that a new way of thinking was needed to save the world from this crisis.
This king sounds like quite the guy.
Prince Percival is incredible too. He's following in the footsteps of the king by working hand in hand with Lord Artorias and the Abbey. As long as we have Lord Artorias and Prince Percival, the future of Midgand is bright. Ask anyone.
Got it. So all of Midgand is on Artorias' side.
I always wondered if, like, if some of the villains ever thought, like, their plan would go a certain way.
The Abbey's job is getting harder.
Because, like, depending on, like, depending on, like, a lot of things, like, Artorias thinks he's the good guy here.
Just what sort of organization is this Abbey?
You're kidding me. How do you not even know that?
The Abbey is part of Midgand's Church of the Empyreans. Originally, it was an order of paladins and warrior priests devoted to exorcising evil.
Yeah. The Abbey's official name is the Exorcist Abbey of the Church of Midgand. Nowadays, its members are all called exorcists.
I'm impressed. You've done your research.
So basically, they're just one branch of the church, right? And for a side branch, they don't really strike me as humble.
Of course.
I like this guy messing with the plan right here. And when it seems like he's like being threatened by the plan, he's like, oh my god. Right now, so you can probably claim first, I think. I don't think anyone claimed first.
Top of the entire church.
That's not all. The prince also gave Lord Artorias.
But it seems like the guy's scared of the plan.
Over all military and government affairs during the crisis.
Lord Artorias commands Midgand now, and has formed a new theocracy to combat the demon blight.
And that is the origin of the Holy Midgand Empire. The Abbey is its foundation, and its ray of hope.
Huh.
Wow, okay, got it. The Abbey's
Someone followed me 2 days ago. That boy. No, wait, yeah. Someone followed me 2 days ago. I'm just looking at the thing right now because, like, I didn't realize someone followed me 2 days ago. Huh. Must have been, like, while I was off stream. Yeah. Oh, hey, Grindhouse, that reminds me. I saw something that I think you would agree with, is that the only reason the Resident Evil movies are considered horror movies is because Leon is not in them. And I laughed when I first read that. Then I thought about it for a minute and went, you know what? That's true. Because if Leon was in the live action, like, horror, like, you know, Resident Evil movies, or, like, even all the anime ones, it would just be an action movie. Like, I'll never forget the hallway scene with Chris and Leon. Leon was a straight up menace. And I know we always joke about Chris being the Mr. Punch a Boulder Chris Redfield, but like he's also straight up a menace too. That was always one of the game series I wish that like Saku could enjoy with me, but I know she can't. But because it's such a wacky series, but such a fun series. Nothing up there. Yeah, I'm not gonna force you, Saku. Yeah, they gotta do a movie with, like, evil winners or something at least. Switch it up if they're gonna butcher them. True. Because anything that Leon's a part of, he is... So here's the thing. Leon is not locked up with them. They're locked up with Leon. Oh yeah, Artorias is literally, like, right fucking there, isn't he? Another protector and menace to society. See best from evil within is also true. That is very, very true. You know what? I will give you that one. I will give you that one, man. He is a menace if you think about it. I need to play Evil Within at some point. I watched, fuck, who was it? Jacksepticeye play it? Just because I was unsure if it was going to be my taste. And it was actually pretty fucking fun.
Mommy, when's the prince gonna talk? The exorcists are coming too, right?
I'm sure they will, dear. People are saying it's going to be a very important announcement about the Abbey.
I want to see the exorcists! We need to thank them for saving us from the demons!
You're right. We all have to show them our gratitude and help them however we can.
Yeah! I'll follow the rules, too. I won't be selfish.
They sure are popular.
Because these people don't know the truth.
You think that's so? That the exorcists are fighting the demons they themselves cannot. That's why the people support the exorcists.
Actually, someone who's straight up a menace that they actually recommend playing if you ever play Fear and Hunger 2, is the one character, I forget his name, because he's a boxer, and so like his bare hand damage does so much, and he, for like in the early game, like the day one stuff, just like one shots everything with his punches, and they're like, oh yeah, if you want to play a playthrough and not get like RNG bad luck right away and die off, they're like, oh yeah, play this character because at least like you will be able to make it through the first day no issue unless you're not dumb or really terrible RNG. I think one of these days, I don't think right away. It has to be after like Persona 4 Golden's done, or Tales of Berseria. Do a Silent Hill Origins. They have a Breath of the Wild type durability thing with random weapons, but the MC fists are powerful and can still knock, so you're just throwing hands. Yeah. But I probably will do a Requiem playthrough. I've been in like a just a general like what's it called? We need 95 for that one. We'll come back for you. I've been in like a Resident Evil kick, and I was thinking about going from timeline order, which is weird because technically, you know, people go by like release order, like 1, 2, but I might go. What is it? I think it's what is it? It's 0, 1, 2. Then I think it might be 3. Then it's like Veronica or Condemned or one of those like side ones, and you do those 2 side ones, then 4, 5, 6, and then the other spin-offs in 7, 8, 9. Because I was thinking about like doing them like by order of like just to play them, but I also might do like a randomizer one where like just switch things up, because people don't realize like in reality the Resident Evil games are not that long. Like I know I was watching someone play for the first time. It was like Shadow Bay. I love Shadow Bay because they play like a lot of randomizers and they're like high energy. They always like wear a costume for that game. It's always a unique costume every stream. And they talked about how like a lot of Resident Evil games are between 10 to 20 hours. They're not like a bloated like 50-hour, 60-hour RPG sometimes. Like they're made that like you can play it in a week and be done. Or some of their games, you could play in 1 day or 2 days and be done. And, there's nothing wrong with that. Everything's usually really fun. Ooh, I really like that rum. I'm getting near the end of it. I definitely think that if I ever do a Resident Evil run of all the games in order, I think definitely Grindhouse I'd be love to get for the 2-player ones. Revelations 2, yeah.
The Royals sure have these folks in line.
Grindhouse, if I ever play, was it Resident Evil 5 and do the 2-player stuff, you're the person I'm driving for that. I hope you know. You don't have to say in the matter. Well, 5 and 6. Because I think we both would have so much fun with it, even if you were quiet for it.
After the opening 10 years ago, our kingdom faced an existential threat, both from demons and the terrible spread of demon blight. However, one man raised a miraculous sword and stood so that the body and soul of the land would not be lost.
Climb up if you want, but attacking now
And
would be
the name
suicide.
of that man was Artorias Coldbrand.
I love this scene so much. I think this is where we're getting our animated scene. I'm not sure though. I think, okay, it might be just 3D scene.
None here, I trust, are unfamiliar with Artorias' noble act. To bring us salvation from demons, he sacrificed everything.
But he's a murderer.
He called Lord Inominat, one of the 5 Imperiums, and blessed us with the strength of the Malachim.
But he's a murderer!
He serves as a shining beacon of reason in this world of turmoil. And reason is what binds us.
But you killed him. You took everything that I loved!
So raise your voices in praise to Artorias' devoted work, to the Savior who purifies.
It is so wild because, yes, she has the one beast hand, but she's doing that with the other bare hand. Like, she's not made to crawl. Okay, this was the cartoon or like anime scene.
Even though the world was filled with suffering, I had to ask something tremendous of you all. I entrusted you to endure
And then
the
there's
pains
Melkor in
of
the back.
reason. I asked you to
And,
bind yourselves
what's his face?
with shackles of your own will. For the only blade that can expel calamity
Oh, Teresa's there
is
too.
one forged from unshaking reason and the iron will to do what must be done. And now that very blade stands ready before all of us today. I offer my body and my life in service to the people of this great land. With the blessings of the Empyrean Innominat, I will guide you to a world without calamity. And this world's suffering will be nothing but a distant memory!
But you're the one who murdered.
Fool, they'll see us.
You're the one who killed Laphicet.
What?
I like that. What? Man, being able to squeeze your hand so hard and immediately draws blood like that.
The Shepherd Artorias. That's who you're after?
Oh, and here I was hoping you'd just straight up pounce on him.
That would be certain death. No. I need a sword of reason and will. That's the only thing that can kill him.
Killing Lord Artorias.
Playing it safe? Boring! Regrettably, it is at this juncture we go our separate ways. I've got a bit of hunting to do.
No one's stopping you.
Goodbye.
Farewell! May your days be fruitful and your nights tormented.
If our enemy's calling himself a shepherd, he won't be going into hiding. Let's take this slowly.
The old man behind him. Melchior, I take it?
Yeah.
Let's gather information on these people. If we know what they're planning, we can find a weakness.
They're the most powerful men in the land. If we're going to look into them, we need to lead first.
Eisen, do you have any underworld contacts in the capital itself? Like your friend at the port?
Oh, Grindhouse, did I ask you? I forgot if we had this conversation. Did we discuss who we think Leon is married to? My buddy, we were talking about this at work today, and his reasoning is, what's her name? Hunnigan? because like 4 ends with like, you know, how about that date?
That settles it. Let's head to that tavern.
Because he's like, oh, it'd be very. He thought it'd be very unlikely it would be any of the main characters, just because like, you know, trying to tie them all together would be harder than it is.
That's another sign that you're alive.
So his idea was it'd be a side character like Hunting.
The Exorcists sure were out in full force to see the Shepherd's inauguration, weren't they?
What about that guy you're after? Was he there?
What, and have to stand around looking all proper? Nah, that's not his style.
But I thought he was one of the top exorcists.
That wouldn't matter to him.
Huh. All right.
Actually, Velvet, speaking of the Shepherd, I noticed he wasn't using his right arm. Was he hurt or something?
Yeah. He was badly wounded a long time ago. He lost the use of his sword arm.
That's what I figured.
But don't get the wrong idea. He's still a master swordsman with his left arm.
I can tell that from the way he moves. His movements are steady and measured, and his chi is centered below his navel.
Huh? Why does that matter?
Some people say that all the body's spiritual energy gathers in a place about 2 finger widths below the navel.
Even when he appears to be in a state of total peace, his guard is never down. He's a formidable adversary. And I think I know why my target has placed himself at Artorias' side. Because now I want to take Artorias down too.
It's 100%. 100% Ada, but I could be convinced of Claire depending on how that rumored Veronica remake goes. Ooh, very good point. That is a very good point there. I personally said if it is Ada, I think it's so funny that like, you know, Leon has kind of like explained like, hey babe, I kind of left the car in Raccoon City. And she's gonna be like, the car that I bought, like, you know, the car that I bought you, like, type of thing. Like, eye twitching. And also, someone, made a video of, like, how most times Ada is introduced to a game, we see her boots or heels before we see anything else. Like, it's never her face first. It's always, like, the boots walking the boots / heels walking in the frame, and then you see the rest of her, and I always thought that was really funny. Like, you don't even have to see her face. Like, you know who it is immediately. Because OG Timeline, they adopted Sherry, and Leon told her to go to Europe. Because he watched... Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Because the OG Timeline go to Europe because he watched the kid while she was waiting to find her brother. She sent all those notes from Sherry about how both of them act like worried parents when he first joined TSO. Because, like, this was an argument I actually had with someone about Claire. Because he was like, oh, the last time they talked, they had an argument. I'm like, no. And they got into a fight. I'm like, no. Leon told her what to do because they had different goals at the time. Like, it might seem like a fight, but no. He was like, hey, you need to go do this while I go do this. You know? Because in reality, like, yes, Claire would adopt Sherry too, but at that moment, she had bigger fish to fry. Thing going with Ada's changes, so who knows? Last time they met in time was the movie prior to Death Island. You're beefing, I forgot why though. It's weird because sometimes the movies are like not canon because like they change up certain things or they like forget about like certain information. to play up like the suspense and drama. So I would say let's take the movies with a grain of salt. I also think it's going to depend too if like we get like a DLC for the game, which is quite probable, is if Ada's wearing a ring or not. I think that's going to be like what really determines for people.
He may be the shepherd now, but no one knows who he was before the Advent, or what he did.
No.
It's also I also say this might be a hot take. I actually like the change they have done from the beginning to newer games Ada. I like the newer Ada like lore compared to like the old games.
The kingdom readily acknowledged his abilities and his conviction, and threw its full support behind him.
Maybe he plans on usurping power for himself.
With like the remakes and such, they make her like more like you have a reason to care more for her instead of like, oh, pretty spy lady. You know what I mean?
Not the slightest chance. Rather, he's got all the other higher-ups worried he's working himself to death.
Because, like, I remember, like, someone explained to me is that how Ada and Leon are is how in this game Leon and Grace are. And I thought that was a very interesting comparison.
If he hadn't shown up when he did 3 years
like,
ago,
how Ada and Leon were in, like, Resident Evil 4 versus, like, now with, like, Leon and Grace. And I thought it was a rather interesting comparison to make of the two characters, personally. We really need to just make like a podcast episode of like me and Grindhouse just discussing the lore, takes and the games. I do like more if only 3 make goes the same love and care. I'm with you on this, Grind. I'm with you on this.
Shepherd, savior of men.
I also I know it's not seen as best, 5. I actually like 5.
I believe in him. As long as we have Shepherd Artorias.
I played a lot of 5 with my buddy. Like, we would, like, go over his house after school and then play until, like, dinner time. And then I'd be like, oh, I have to go home for dinner. And then, I might go back over and play, like, another 2 hours if I'm over 5. Because we try to, like, clear out everything.
He's become the very hope of the masses.
A dangerous opponent indeed.
After seeing that, will you still fight him?
Of course I will. He could be a god for all I care. I'll have my vengeance, no matter what.
I know, like, overall in the series they're considered the 2 of the weakest, but like, man, 5 and 6 are so fun if there's people with you. It reminds me, this coming, was it? Thursday, me and, Vaughn will be playing for Dark Side of the Moon, be playing a horror, multiplayer game, which is going to be, one of the, Backrooms horror games. Has the most perfect mercenaries mode. That's fair.
What'll it be?
Some food for the boy.
Mabo curry is our specialty. It takes a week to stew properly.
Mabo curry.
Some of that, then. Say, do you know a man named Baskerville? I heard we might find him here.
That old man? A scoundrel and criminal who went against the rules of the Abbey. They executed him long ago.
Oh.
Oh, are we about to have, like, one of my favorite scenes? Are we gonna have the drinking scene? I don't know if it's now or after.
Mabo curry is amazing.
After we do jobs for them. It's one of my favorite scenes between, the two. Because, like, Aizen and Rokuru have, like, whiskey and, like, sake, and they just exchange it back and forth.
No.
No, he wouldn't be, would he? After all, your brother was murdered before your
eyes. Dude.
How do you know that?
The shadows watch those who flinch from the light.
There's a good chance she might have killed you if I was
active, even after Baskerville's arrest.
That's right. Just like how Ifreed's crew continues their piracy even without their captain.
So you're the contact?
What may I help you with?
I want to know what Artorias is planning.
Information such as that, it won't come cheap. I have here a list of jobs, not one remotely legal. Take care of all of them, and I'll tell you what you want to know. Take this with you as
Okay, it's gonna be after these.
It's fake.
After these street
but
jobs.
It's a good fake. It'll hold up to inspection.
It's registered to Mogulu's menagerie?
Oh? Was that not the name you gave to the guard at the gate?
I can see you're a group to be reckoned with.
Report back here once you're finished. However, be aware that should you fail...
Then this conversation never took place. Got it. I'll cause you no trouble.
I appreciate your understanding.
Okay, yeah, it is
You're
gonna be now.
welcome to stay the
We stayed the night,
free
yeah.
of charge. Forget about work until
Yeah,
the morning.
He's drinking right from the bottle. I generally love this scene so much.
Right. You're missing Captain Ifreed. The captain has done much toward our viability.
It's such a good whiskey bottle too, because I actually
promise
own a
I'll
whiskey
share
bottle
anything
like
I
this
hear
called
about him
Duality.
for no
I finished it, but I still kept the bottle, and it's so cool
Thanks.
looking.
All we know is there was a pendulum on the ground at the last place he was seen. And that Legate Melchior is connected to the captain's disappearance. How? We don't know.
Like they did such a nice design for it. It's like it looks like based off
Sounds
like
like
some
you've got
whiskey or
problems
bourbon
of your
bottles.
own.
Because like a lot of bourbon
Time to
bottles
take
will
on
do
ours
like
as
a black label like that.
I could ask you why you've tied yourself up with Velvet.
Me? I've got a debt to repay. Without her, there's no way I'd have ever found my blade again.
A demon repaying a debt? Ridiculous.
As ridiculous as a pirate Moloch, you think? No matter how you look at it, there's nothing reasonable about our rogue existence. And in this brave new world governed by reason, a rogue can either rage and become a monster like me,
or band together with others. Like a ship full of pirates, perhaps.
Exactly. I admire Velvet's courage, squaring off against the whole world on her own. If you can accomplish that, it takes strength, real strength, and I'm curious where it comes from.
So you're doing it for yourself after all?
Is that so wrong?
No. I'm the same. I need allies on my side, with the strength and courage to combat this so-called order imposed by the Abbey. But anyone who's willing to put up with the creed folly of Ifreed's pirates has to be an even bigger fool than we are. So I'm like you. I want to know how deep her foolishness goes.
She'd kill you if she heard that, you know.
It's a compliment. Fools that big aren't born every day.
Aha. And I imagine your dear Captain Ifreed's much the same.
Aye. That man flies his full flag proudly.
I
The
love that
shepherd
scene so
Artorias,
much.
He's got the populace eating from the palm of his hand. I wonder... Just how deeply will the fangs of our would-be tragic heroine scar this broken world of ours? I've got a traitor to find, but in the meantime, this should be a good show.
Take a look at this. Well, well. Now here's a fine haul. I knew this would be big.
Ooh,
What a
Rachel
treasure.
Pennant. Right, you see basic training. Fresh fish pirate platter. Okay, so there's still things we need to find here.
Scout ship setting sail.
Oh, there's like 20 skills to find. Okay, if we get the treasures. Okay.
A pendant? Nothing of any worth to me.
Really, sure, the pen looks a little sinister, but the jewel is pretty shaded red. I actually think it would suit you nicely, Velvet. I agree. I'm sure if I should take this as a compliment. I mean, in a bad way. It's like putting lipstick on a rat pig, you know? You're just digging yourself deeper. Have you heard the phrase, it means you can take someone cute and dress them up nicely and they'll be even cuter? You're that wrong on so many levels. I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, let me try another way. Give pearls to rat pigs, caviar to the general, and penance to demons. Something like that. More like preaching deaf ears. I know the pigs are like a new addition, I believe, because I don't remember this being a conversation. So, I think they have done some changes with like just lore stuff. Or like mascots. It's actually very interesting, like sharing drinks with people who have like different tastes.
She knew about me in our cover. She's got ears everywhere.
And that's not all. She called the papers fake, but they're not.
So she's got spies working on the inside, too.
I heard that her predecessor, Baskerville, was a monument against authority. To think he was executed.
They've lost their leader, but remain unconquered. Not an organization to trifle with.
That's how they have to be to take on the Abbey. We'd better succeed on our missions, and not just to get the information we need.
Yeah. Besides, I'd like to get another of those drinks, too.
You're a man of taste. That place always has the best.
You'd better work hard, too, if you want more Mabo curry.
I will.
So adorable. But no, I like exchanging like different drinks because like my family is like very different. Like if we go off my grandfather, he's very much a wine drinker. Like he'll drink bourbon and whiskey as well, but 9 times out of 10 he'll drink a glass of Merlot wine. My grandmother, she used to drink like white wine, like usually like cheap white wines, but she hasn't really drank that much often in like the past like 10 years, I would say. But she would also drink like some fruity like mixed drinks. My father is a guy he'll occasionally drink some like very nice whiskeys, but he'll drink like Miller and Yingling, like that kind of stuff. Not that much. My sister likes very fruity drinks, like very fruity like vodkas or wines. My youngest brother, he can't really handle too much stuff, so he'll drink like flavored whiskeys and things like that. He actually very recently made the mistake of shooting Jim Beam, thinking it was a shooting whiskey. I'm like, dude, that's not a shooting whiskey, that's a mixer whiskey, or mixer bourbon. My younger brother is very much a heavy bourbon guy. Then me, I'm more of a Scotch. If I had to pick something, it's usually Scotch or Irish whiskey. But like, we all have like a very different taste from each other. It makes it very interesting when it comes to like parties because we'll all drink different things. Actually, funny enough, my father's wife actually really likes drinking the hard Mountain Dews, but she'll drink the I think it's the diet ones. There's like diet hard Mountain Dews. She'll drink those all the time. I'm getting up from my chair just for a second, but I'm still chatting. Probably. Now, probably not. But yeah, she would actually drink those. Funny enough that you mentioned in Grindhouse. I am not a huge fan of the hard Mountain Dews. I like the hard iced teas, but some of the hard sodas are just like, they taste way too artificial for my taste. Wait, there's a serving game? You know what? I'll play the serving game. Oh my god, it's adorable. Comes in fruitcake. He's like zooming around. Give me some of the fine homemade bread of yours. Some pudding. I love that. He just zooms around like he's on like some kind of energy drink.
Destroying red crates in a warehouse? Doesn't sound very nice.
Have we ever been nice?
I suppose not.
This is a contract job, so let's keep costs down. I'll call the Von Eltia and have her draw the guards away.
Oh yeah, I forgot we meet Eleanor here, I think.
What will we be destroying?
Who knows? That's hardly our concern.
Actually, fun little fact is the, what's it called? The Arnold Palmers were, I think, originally a hard drink. And then they made it into a, like, non-alcoholic drink. Because, like, a lot of the golfers would actually drink as they play. And I think his was actually supposed to be, like, a hard drink. That got turned into, like, a half and half. Like, half iced tea, half lemonade. Because I feel like half and half existed for a long time, but then like the alcoholic one is more recent.
High Priest Gideon is an honest and righteous man. He's dedicated his life to his faith and to the church. Now, as the representative of the clergy, he's thrown his full support behind the Abbey.
So, he's a man of principle.
That's right. He even donated his personal savings to support orphanages and hospitals. So be at ease, for he offers up prayers for all equally, even for the more dubious among us, such as yourselves.
Right. I'm so grateful.
I can feel the tears of gratitude coming. Any moment now.
Is this the first, like, church where we get the confessing our sins?
Why doesn't the Abbey crack down on the taverns? They are dens of evil that dispense only luxury, temptation, and escape. They must be stopped.
I'd rather they didn't. That place over there has the best drinks in town.
See, that's exactly what I mean. They tempt us into wickedness, ruining man and woman alike. The more you drink, the happier and more joyful you get. All the important things in life stop mattering.
Their Mabo curry is delicious.
No. See? Even children are being tempted by their evils. Eating both Mabo and curry together. It's heresy. There is a limit to the amount of luxury one can endure. What the world needs now is abstinence, austerity, restraint.
If you want to deny yourself, go ahead and do it. But don't force your beliefs onto others. People eat to live. Some even live to eat. It's part of being human.
Velvet.
That's pretty convincing coming from you.
Leave me alone.
Hey, I want to eat and drink to my heart's content too, but doing so makes us no better than animals.
Mambo.
In order for humanity to survive these harsh times, we need to overcome our instincts and act like rational
It's made from the
beings.
actual Mambo. Abuma. Horse curry.
Sinner, and repent your
Yeah, here we go.
deeds.
Repent? Are you talking to me?
Yes. When I look at your vestments around your chest, your hips, I can tell your sins are many and deep.
Say that again. Exactly what were you staring at?
Well, mankind is rife with sin, and I am no different. You must acknowledge your misdeeds and confess them to the great Empyreans. By confronting your sinful urges, you will be empowered to resist them.
Is that so? You're saying I just need to confess all the bad things I've done?
Yes, confess your darkest sins, my child, assured that none is beyond the forgiveness of the Empyreans.
Empyreans, hear my confession. When I was in prison, I instigated a riot and used it to break myself out.
Huh?
Then I set fire to some warehouses in town and stole a ship to make my getaway. Then I teamed up with some pirates to destroy a military fortress. I killed anyone who got in my way.
What?
What do you think, Father? Will the Empyreans forgive me?
I think you should turn yourself into the Abbey and let them help you repent.
That's convenient. I'm already planning on going to the Abbey. You see, I'm going to kill their boss, Artorias.
I need an exorcist over here! Quick! Somebody! Anybody!
That's about how I figured it'd go.
Praise be Shepherd Artorias. Thanks to him, people have started worshipping the Empyreans again. Now our salvation is at hand.
The Empyreans. They're the gods that created the world?
Yeah. The 4 Empyreans each rule one of the 4 elements: earth, water, fire, and wind. I read in a book that Empyrean worship is the oldest form of human religion.
The Midgand Church also worshipped the Empyreans. But because we've had peace and prosperity for so long, true belief in them is slowly fading.
Peace just lets you walk away after that. Yeah, it's always ridiculous. I always find them so funny. Like, each of them have their own one, like... I think like Luffy says is like he's so sad he crushed the ant by accident, and the priest is like, it's okay, you didn't do you didn't sin, child. Or like Maggie Lou is like flirting with the priest, like, oh my gosh, priest, I'm so into you, and she's like, aren't you sinning right now? And the priest is like,
That is one impressive cathedral. It fits the capital.
Yes. It's incredible.
It's as I heard. It wasn't built using Moloch arts, but the latest architectural engineering techniques. Look at those arches, the mathematical logic, the structural ornamentation. This is an architectural marvel.
So, is that Empyrean in there?
I highly doubt it. Empyrean worship has become mostly symbolic over the years. This cathedral wasn't built as a place of worship. It's commemorative, to celebrate the continent's unification.
In other words, a show of power.
That explains why they spared no expense.
It's too early to be impressed. This is just the entrance, and it's unfinished. They're constructing a colossal temple inside here. They say it'll take centuries to complete.
Centuries? That's insane. How could they think that's a good idea?
Your guess is as good as mine. I suppose that sometimes humans just have a need to.
We love big arches. We love the big arches.
Seriously.
Yeah.
The Reaper and a demon are shaking their heads at this overwrought monstrosity. Intrinsic worth, 0.
I wonder what it'll look like when it's finished.
So one thing I will say, which is very like, I would say the feeling is humbling. As someone who has like been to Vatican City and I've seen like St. Paul's Cathedral or Basilica, and then seeing like the Vatican City itself, and walking through it, seeing the size and scale of some of the cathedrals is very, very humbling. Like walking to St. Paul's, like walking in and then suddenly seeing like the massive scale of like this walkway that you walk down, being like I think it's like 200, 300 feet, and then like at one point I walked out a side door and there was like the side like walkway that was like 50 feet long and like 100, 200 feet deep, and just being able to walk walk through it was like just like, oh my god, this place is massive. And even then, like walking through the cloister, where like just being the Basilica, where there was like 200 people at the minimum, up to like 500, 600 people at any time. Then walking to the cloister, where it was like very quiet, and there was only like a handful of us. At one point, just 2 of us. Was like, it made you realize like the scale of the building, where you could just walk into a different room, in air quotes, and suddenly you don't hear anyone else. It was like a very humbling but very incredible experience. I'm one of the few people in my family that can say that I've been to Vatican City. Actually, I think I'm the only one. I know a few of us have been to Italy, but I think I'm the only one that's actually been to Vatican City, like the actual Vatican Church. It's getting towards midnight, so I think I am going to actually end here. I know I got a late start, but like we got the fort done, and we got the beginning part of the capital done. Next time I'll be back with Persona 5 Golden, which will be Wednesday? Yeah, Wednesday. So we'll find someone who we're going to... I feel so bad because I was bringing it up. I am about to raid myself and you came in. I don't know why my alert's not going off. Hello, let me shout you out there. Prince Thunderflare. A royal raid. Ooh. Shout. Let me shout out. Also, Grindhouse, I should just mod you at this point. What were you playing? You were playing Dungeons & Dragons. How did it go? Were you the DM or were you a player? We'll actually hold back on our own raid. Just ask these like 2 or 3 questions, unless you have the raid to run, of course. So, were you the DM and player? How did things go? Were you doing a homebrew campaign? Were you doing a module? How did it go? What was the highlight of this session? Because I'm a huge D&D fan. I was a player. I nearly died. Ooh, what level are you guys? Sorry for like this 20 questions coming out at once. I'm a huge D&D nerd, so I'm always curious. I'm actually playing in a Lancer campaign tomorrow, which is pretty much mech sci-fi tabletop. Yes, unlimited power as a mod. True, Grindhouse. Was it a homebrew campaign? Was it a module? I know a lot of people play modules. I've played quite a few modules. I think Curse Strahd usually like go-to. Though I personally love Dragon Heist. Dragon Heist is so fun. It is both one hand, just big heist simulator, and the other hand just like, hey, you're gonna run a tavern / inn, and to deal with all the bullshit politics that come with it. I am streaming 2 campaigns where I am the DM. Curse Strahd is one. Yeah, Curse Strahd is like the best like go-to. Because like you can follow it straight by the book or add your own things. I played in one where it was like kind of like loosey-goosey with the storyline. Actually, fun little fact about it, because it actually was a campaign that actually ended it very badly. Well, kind of badly, but not at the same time. But like pretty much we did the DM for the Curse Strahd campaign invited us for a one-shot at the time, because we haven't played like a year or two. He's like, hey, why don't you guys come over for Halloween? We'll do D&D, we'll play a one-shot. So we did, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna make a wizard. I'm like, I'm gonna make a obnoxious name. I'm like, what's a good name? And I was like, you know what? My character's name would be Pidge, but their first name's actually Piddlewig. I'm like, what's a very like obnoxious last name? And I looked at my like bookshelf and I saw, you know, like Von Richten's guy. Was it Von Richten's something monster? His like little book thing, and I was like, you know what, Von Richten. And at the end of the one shot, the DM revealed that we got like pulled into Curse of Strahd and invited us into the Curse of Strahd campaign that way. And I was like, oh, this is awesome. Then I went, oh fuck, oh no, oh fuck, oh no, I named my character Von Richten. This is gonna go poorly for me. Which it did. He turned at one point he's like, hey, some of your friends are monsters. I locked them in this tower. Help me kill them. And I was like, they're good people. And he's like, no, Pidge. If they're not us, they're evil. And I'm like, I don't like this conversation anymore. the campaign of Lancer is not taped at all, but it's the only campaign I'm in right now. Like I said, it's like mechs, but sci-fi. It's very much like a hex-based map style. It's very interesting. Like there's technically not classes. Pretty much you can build. You have like licenses you get in like different grouping of mechs, and each mech group type has like, you know, it's best for like tech fights. It's best for like movement, or one's like built for like defense. And you can take like a little bit of each. So you can make like a jack of all trades mech, or you can build like the most like defense based one. I'm building a self-healing tank that does AoE around him. One of our players is building like a tech monstrosity of different AIs that gives them so many reactions. We have one person that's just going to be like, hey, I only hit every 3 turns. When I hit you, it does 40 damage, so you'll die. And then we have another person who's just going to make a, pretty much a CQB clearing person. Alright. I should also probably look at who I know all that's online, because I was playing 2 raid out before we got raided. Who do we know? Actually, not really anyone tonight, funny enough. I actually do know Red, and they're doing Fire Elements 3 houses, so we'll go do that. Raid. Red. Thank you all, though, for all stopping by, and thank you for the raid. I will be next playing on... Let's see, today is Saturday. I'll be next playing on Wednesday. We'll be playing Persona 4 Golden, because we go back and forth between Tales of Berseria Remastered and Persona 4 Golden. So I'll see you all next time with some Persona 4 Golden. Then on Friday, I will also be doing Dark Side of the Moon with Vaughn, and we'll be doing some back rooms multiplayer. And then at the end of that weekend, we'll be doing some more Berseria. So I'll see you all then. And you all have a good night. We're going to be raiding Avir Red, who has been streaming the first time in a while. They're doing Fire Emblem 3. They're doing a stream stolen from him. I don't know what that means. I guess they each get a save and they go back and forth. I know some people do that. I think it's called like a links, like a soul link. But we'll go right over there. You all have a good night.